my goodness.
We made it.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I'm super excited to be back in the virtual pub. Are you excited, Chris?
I'm extremely excited.
Good. We were not sure how many people were going to come tonight because now the world is different than it was the last time we were here in mid-June, was it? Yeah, it was like a different, I feel like the world is constantly changing over once every 3 months these days. So we weren't sure how many of you would be in your houses tonight. And it looks like a good few are. So it's so nice to see everybody. All right, we have a ton of material, and I have not had the opportunity to talk at the camera for months, and so I'm really going to try.
Overdue.
We're overdue for me talking too much, but I'm going to try not to. We're going to get straight to the tunes here, but first, let me tell you what's happening tonight, because as you might notice, we're dressed even more strangely than we often are, which is saying
I'm not, but
I am because I'm wearing Splendid in my hair. There are two kind of themes or things that are happening this evening. One is that we are doing a little bit of Dress as a Tune for Halloween, which was last night, and we actually got to do our Dress as a Tune session in person at Mario's on Thursday night. We'll show some pictures from that. We aren't going as crazy with the costumes as we did last year's virtual session. We were pretty out of control. We each have one.
It was a lot. Yeah, we had like 4 costumes each.
It was a lot of costumes. Yeah.
This year only one.
We only have the one for each of us this year, although we're not going to reveal it just yet, what it is. You can start guessing if you'd like to. So that's one thing that's happening. And the other thing is that this session, the reason it's happening actually is because it's a collaboration with the Riley School of Irish Music from Cincinnati, Ohio. And I'm thinking that some of the Riley School people are here. I saw some of them in the comments. So we want to welcome them. Riley School just celebrated their 25th anniversary. Congratulations. And Tune Supply produced a beautiful, well, that sounds like I'm complimenting myself. Tune Supply produced a concert for the Riley School for their 25th anniversary, which turned out really great, not because of us.
It's more of a celebration video than anything, but
it was really fun to work on, and I'll put we'll talk about it a little bit later. Anyways, the Riley School asked if we would do a virtual session, a one-off virtual session in collaboration with them for their 25th anniversary.
So of course we said yes.
Of course we said
gladly.
yes, and here we are. We'll talk more about this, but we're not going back to a regular schedule right now. This is a one-off, so we hope you enjoy it, and I'll talk more about plans later, but we're really glad to see you tonight in the chat. As usual, please join in with us playing along at home. If you know the tunes, we'll have the names up on the screens and the keys. We love to talk to people in the chat and hear what you have to say. So if you're not already in the chat, get in there, say hi.
Let us know where you're watching from. I saw some people from Ireland. G. Evans from Ireland is... Oh, it's late over there, yeah.
My mom is here.
Hi, Carol.
Up in Alaska. And there's some people in the chat who we just saw in real life, in person, in Texas last week.
Yes.
Which is things are getting very strange here.
Yeah.
Anyways, and the third thing is, don't forget, as usual, that these sessions are made possible, and this session in particular, since a one-off, through community contributions. Only. That's the only way that we are able to pay the musicians. Though things are starting to open back up, and some gigs are back, and some teaching is back, it is not back to normal for musicians, and I suspect it will not be for a long time, possibly years, I hate to say. So we still want to make sure musicians, especially trad musicians, get through this as best we can. The contribution link lives on Chris's head. It's down in the description, and I will put it into... the chat as well in just a second. Okay, let's get going. So this first set, we had a set, and then we changed it like 5 minutes before.
Yep.
So hopefully this goes well. The new set we're going to do right now is the Spotted Dog, which is Mario's classic, the Gallowglass, and the reason I picked that, oh my gosh, my bow I think there's a ghost. There's a ghost in my bow. Scary. The Gallowglass, I picked that because I just taught it down in Texas at the O'Flaherty Irish Music Retreat. So if I have any students out there who are joining in, I hope you play along. It's not the easiest tune, but it's a gorgeous tune. And then we'll end with the Donegal Lass, another Mario's classic. The Donegal lass, we learned recently, refers to Killian Valley's mother.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I know. That's
a good fact.
Yeah, it's a great fact. Killian said that to me. Actually, it was because I said, Killian, do you know this tune, the Donegal Lasses? And he goes, you mean the Donegal Lass? And I said, I think it's the Donegal Lasses. And he goes, it's not. It was written about my mom. Amazing. And then I was very embarrassed. Anyways, okay, so let's go ahead and try these out. And we'll see how it goes. I have to move my ice cubes to the side here to
okay. Yep.
Make sure I can play. Okay. Here we go. Can you play with that on?
My costume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. played that in a long time. Great. That first change is hard.
But you nailed it.
Well, do you know why?
Because you wrote it down.
I wrote it on my paper, on my cheating notes, and it's tricky. It's because of that long pickup.
Yeah.
The beat and a half pickup on that one. Excellent. Okay. Thanks for playing along.
Y'all are the bee's knees. Thank you, Amy.
The bee's knees. Isn't there a tune? The bee's
wing.
Well, there's the bee's wing.
That's a great song.
And that would make a good costume, actually.
Yeah.
I think there's also a hornpipe called the bee's wing. I think.
We should write a tune called the bee's knees.
Yes. I wonder if there is one. We should check the session.org.
I don't see any guesses on Caitlin's costume.
Mine is pretty hard. Yeah.
Betty has guessed Chris is the humors of piano.
Another good tune that should be written.
Yeah.
I like that.
Chris is the golden keyboard.
Golden keyboard,
no,
yes, I saw
close,
that.
good, but no. I'll give you a hint. It has to do with the type of thing that is around me.
A rainbow?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Mine is really tricky. We're not going to reveal our costume. Well, you can guess, of course, but we're not going to reveal our costumes until about the halfway point, which is when we're going to do all of your costumes. Yeah. Many of you sent in pictures, as usual, and we will be viewing those and viewing costumes from Thursday's session and giving out some prizes, of course. So, but this first part, we're going to focus on the tunes. We're going to keep it nice and serious, as we always do. Okay. And then we'll get to the silliness.
That's news to me.
Okay, so we got used to for a year and a half talking with you guys about what we've been doing in our lives, and it was really fun for us. And I don't know if it was fun for anybody else, but we enjoyed doing that. And now 3 months has passed, and we haven't done an update, which feels very strange. So we pulled out just a few little video clips and pictures and things of our adventures from the last few months, and we're going to show those, and then we will get into the meat of the night, which is Nuala Kennedy, which that's what I mean by the meat of the night. So what happened first after we ended? Oh, we went to Spain.
We did.
We went to northern Spain, which is known for great music. First of all, part of the Celtic region.
Big piping tradition there.
Yes, and it's very mountainous, and it's actually very green right there in that part of Spain, which you don't really think of. It's really gorgeous. So let's see. Oh yes, we were staying on top of this mountain in an old deserted village. It was very cool. This woman, an entrepreneur, was remaking all these old houses into places you could stay. It was so cool. We met a woman going down the path on a little hike, and she happened to speak English, which nobody else did in the area. Mm-hmm. So we chatted to her for a while, and she said, if you want to borrow my binoculars to go look at stuff, you can. And we were like, oh no, we're leaving tomorrow. She said, well, okay, if you want to, just let us know. And so the next morning we were getting ready to go, and I was like, that was so nice that woman offered the binoculars. I'm just going to go over and hand her a CD, because I had some CDs. So we walk over to her house, number 11, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, I shouldn't probably say people's addresses. Well, it would be, it'd be hard to find. Anyways, we walk over to her house, knock on the door. I hand her the CD, and her husband says, well, what type of music do you play? And I said, well, Irish music. I kind of was like, these people don't know what I'm talking about. And the guy goes, oh, I'm an Irish musician.
Of course.
We were like, what? We are on the top of a mountain in a deserted village, and this guy plays Irish music. It turns out he was like one of the founding members of one of the first kind of trad bands in Spain, right when the Celtic Tiger was starting, and Irish music was getting very popular in the 80s. Yeah. So I was like, well, let's play some tunes. Yeah. And he had a fiddle, and we played some tunes in his house. And so we have a little video of that to show you. And you might think, well, that's not an Irish tune. It's not. It's an American tune called Kitchen Girl. And we were trying to find tunes in common, and that was one of the ones that he knew, which I found fascinating. That was like one of the 10 tunes that he was like, do you know that tune? It's just fascinating how tunes kind of go around the world. Anyways, so that was cool. Okay, and then we went back to New York. And then Mario's restarted, actually, the real in-person Mario's. And so we have a couple of pictures, I think, from that first night back. It says, welcome back, Mario's Irish Session Family. Mm-hmm. That was a cake made by Mary, I think, with a crazy candle on top. Okay, and this is a panorama picture of the session that night. This is how big things get at Mario's. Yeah, okay. That was crazy. That was a crazy night. Oh, and this... Do you know the story of this?
No.
In the tip box at Mario's, there is a little cat, a tiny cat.
Right.
And in the cat's little pouch, I found this note rolled up. And nobody knows where it came from. We suspect.
But it just stays there.
We suspect we know who it was written by, and I'm not going to reveal it. It's one of the leaders of Mario's. But this just proves that it's not just us on the internet who are a little crazy with silliness. Yeah. It is the session itself and people who go to it, which is, of course, why we love you all. Anyways, we're going to leave that a mystery. If you come to the real Mario's, we'll tell you what leader wrote that strange note. Okay, then we went to Alaska in July, as we usually do. And we did lots of stuff. But the coolest thing we did was we took some musicians whom you might know. Two of them were Alan Murray and also Alex Williamson, dancer, who's going to be on tonight. And that was it for the first bit. Yeah, we took them out in a helicopter, a little red helicopter that you might remember from last year. And we played tunes on the top of a mountain and on a glacier. And we did this because we're hoping to actually bring a tiny audience out to watch concerts on mountains and glaciers next summer up in Alaska. So we're going to give you a little taste of that right now because it's so cool. What's first? Who's it?
You survived.
So that was right as we got dropped off on the mountain.
Yeah.
And we have another one here coming into land on the glacier. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Cool.
So that dirt-looking stuff is actually just on top of ice, so it's all just a sheet of ice.
Yeah, and I will just show you two pictures of the resulting concert. So if you do end up joining us next year, you'll see what you're going to have. That's us with our instruments in fancy dresses right by the glacier.
Photo courtesy of Todd Paris.
Yes. And here we are on top of the mountain in front of the Matanuska Glacier. So there you go. Okay.
There's
so
one more here too.
Oh.
Not sure what this is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this is Eimear, who is also going to be performing tonight up in Fairbanks, playing Concert for Reindeer, which we did as part of the festival. So good things to do up in Alaska. We hope to bring a few of you up next summer. Those plans are in the works. Okay, then we went to the country of Colombia, and we played some music there with two Colombian musicians. Well, more than that, but two folks who run the session down there. It was their first session back since COVID. The session was in Medellin. Here's a little clip from that. That was cool. If you ever get a chance to go to Medellin, that's where the only session is in Colombia, because that fiddle player there, Carolina Arango, is that how you pronounce it? She kind of runs the whole Irish music scene in Colombia, and she's great.
So if anyone is heading there, let us know. We can put you in touch. You can have a little session.
Yeah, it was very cool. And it just kind of drives home the point that we all know, which is you can go anywhere in the world. I mean, really anywhere. Everywhere I go, I look for the session, and there's a session. You sit down and play with people that you don't know. You might not even speak their language, and you know the tunes, and away you go. Yep. It's very cool. But you all know that. Okay, 2 more things, and then we'll get to Nuala's tunes. We came back to New York. Our Broadway show began to get ready to reopen. We did a 20th anniversary concert version of our show in Washington, D.C. in front of the Lincoln Memorial, which we have a little picture of. That's from my chair. And lots of people. How many people were watching? Like 4,000 or something?
They didn't do a count because it was not a ticketed event.
It was just free.
Yeah, the people were estimating 3,000 to 4,000. Yeah,
that was fun. Okay, and then we reopened the show on Broadway on September 21st. And I took a video as I was sitting down at the start of the show. There's no curtain. The musicians just come out and sit down. Well, usually nobody cares if the musicians come out and sit down. Well, on the first night, the audience stood up and started cheering when the musicians came out. And we thought that they were cheering for somebody else, because why would they be cheering for the musicians? But they just kept on going, and it was so cool. So I took a little video. It's shaky because I'm shaking at the moment, actually, but you can just feel the energy off the audience. Here you go.
That was before the show had even started.
Before the show, and they just kept going. They wouldn't stop. I was like, I don't know what to do. I just sat down, and they just kept going. It was very strange and great. So anyways, the show is going again. If you are coming through New York, now's a good time to see Broadway shows.
Because they're cheap.
The tickets are cheap. The houses are not sold out. And the industry is going to take a long time for it to get back. And it sure, helps musicians and actors to have an audience. So I would encourage you, if you come to New York, to come see a show. Okay, enough of us. Let's go to some guests for tonight. So we've got Nuala Kennedy coming in. She's actually in Scotland. She was in Scotland when she recorded, and she grabbed a legend to play with her, Cathal McConnell, who was a founding member of the band Boys of the Loch, who I grew up listening to, and they're gonna play some tunes.
All right,
there we go.
Hello, everyone at Tune Supply. I hope you're having a lovely session. Here's myself, Nuala Kennedy, and the one and only, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Cathal McConnell here. We're going to play Toss the Feathers in 2 keys, D minor, and 2 times in D minor, and then 3 times in E minor.
To a good start. Excellent. Okay, and we'll have Nuala and Cathal actually send in 4 things.
4
tonight.
submissions.
So don't
to a virtual session.
I know
there's more to come.
There was very short, but there
more
will be
Pickety Thurs to come.
Yes, actually, they have a lot of interesting arrangements for later, which I love. Okay, I want to say again, thank you to the Riley School for making us do this. That's actually not an exaggeration.
I think what you meant to say is making this possible.
Yes, but also making it like we wouldn't have scheduled it. I think if they had not wanted to do it. So thank you for getting us to do this because we're really enjoying seeing everybody. I didn't get a chance to read through all the comments. I read through like a quarter of them. Because that set was too short. Yeah. It was too short. But I'll get to them in just a second and say hi to everyone. We also want to say hello and thank you to everyone who came down to the O'Flaherty Irish Music Retreat in Texas, outside of Dallas. I never figured out, is it Midlothian or Midlothian?
I thought it was Midlothian, but I could be proven wrong. So if I'm wrong, please somebody who knows correct me in the comments.
Midlothian, Texas, or Midlothian, Texas is where it was, and it was great. We got to meet Kurt Mooncow and
Angela
Botzer and Laura. Who else from Tune Supply? A few others as well. Oh, Cheryl. Yeah. And they gave us some kind
swag
gifts. We got a Colorado cup from
Colorado contingent
from the Mooncows, and they gave us some tea as well. Oh, and
pecans.
Laura, did you see this?
No.
Laura knitted this for us.
Oh, that's lovely. Beautiful.
And I think it's going to live right here.
That's good.
And somebody made some masks for us. Oh, it's Julia Belinsky.
Yes, and we met
masks for
Andrew
us.
Belinsky too.
Yes. Yeah. And something else that I'm forgetting. There was one other. Oh, the pecans. Cheryl gave us the best tasting pecans ever.
Texas mesquite barbecue pecans.
Yes.
Incredible.
So thank you to everybody.
Kendall says it's Midlothian.
Midlothian. Yeah. Okay. It sounds like it could be from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Or something. I wonder where it's from. And we just got this in the mail too from my student Anne, who is a veterinarian. She said she found this relative of Avocado playing the cello.
Oh, cool.
This picture.
Yeah.
And sent it to us. So thanks to Anne. It's beautiful. And we'll add it to our collection of dinosaurs. Very cool. So we are going to have now some tunes from Eimear Arkins. Now, the way that we selected the guests for today is I asked Nancy Kaiser at the Riley School who she would like to have on the session. She gave us the names of a bunch of musicians who they have worked with over the years, and I wrote to all those musicians, and a few of them wrote back and said yes. And so Eimear is the next on the list. Mm-hmm. And she is going to do some lilting later.
Yes.
I just want to say, don't leave, because
not right now, but
that's worth hearing. But for now, she's going to give us some tunes.
Did you want to show these pictures here first?
Oh, what? Oh, yes, I forgot the pictures. Yes. Yeah. Okay, these are from the O'Flaherty.
Let's see. Oh yeah, O'Flaherty's pictures. Right.
So this was my class at O'Flaherty, mm-hmm. And some of you might be in this picture. I'm not sure. And then here is the final concert, as well, with lots of superstars. It was great, and it was really nice to teach in person, see everybody in person. They had all the COVID protocols in place, mm-hmm. and it was great.
All vaccinated, really all masked.
Yeah, yep. It was really excellent.
Okay, now
Eimear.
On to Eimear.
Here we go.
Hello there, Tune Supply world. It's been a while, but I am delighted to be joining you again this evening from St. Louis, Missouri. A special hello to everyone at the Riley School in Cincinnati. I have visited the Riley School many times and have always had a wonderful time each time I've been there. And I was delighted to be part of your 25-year anniversary concert and thrilled to be invited again this evening to be part of this session. So special thanks to Nancy and of course to Chris and Caitlin at Tune Supply for pulling this all together. And congratulations, Riley School, on 25 years, and looking forward to visiting you soon, hopefully, and hopefully you have 25 more good years ahead of you as well. I have chosen 3 slip jigs for this evening, because slip jigs are my favourite tune, and the 3 of them are, the first one is called Na Ceannavan Bána, or the Fair Cannavans. The second one has a couple of different names, but the name I know it by is Redican's Mother. I'm going to finish off with an old favourite, the Arra Mountains.
Awesome. I got to meet Eimear for the first time in real life this summer up in Alaska. I felt like I knew her because she probably did like 10% of the Tune Supply work. She was like on it. Every single job we had, it was Eimear. She's so good at doing the online production, and it was really a pleasure to meet her. And also, I knew this, but I saw it in action. She is an incredible teacher. Absolutely incredible. If you ever get to take lessons or a class from her, do it. She's just great. And I look forward to lots more tunes, hopefully. Okay, so I noticed that we don't have any drinks.
We should fix that.
Yeah, what should we have, do you think?
There's this bottle of limoncello.
Oh.
It's been sitting around for a while.
Oh.
So.
Where did the limoncello come from? I wonder.
Yes.
Peter Rahill sent us a variety of limoncellos over the pandemic time. I say that like it's over. I don't feel like it's completely over, but anyways. And we used to drink it at each session. And then when the session stopped, we stopped having our weekly limoncello.
Right.
Unfortunately, I don't know why we did that. But we're back to having it now. This is the high proof stuff, right? This is
the strongest, so use caution.
Yes, and Peter, I want to tell you that we brought the orange cello. Which one? Orange cello and...
Well, Peter's orange cello and was it Bob's lime cello?
Lime cello.
But we brought them both to the theater, and they were a big hit.
We had a little
with our band.
opening party for the band, and they all had both of them, and their minds were blown.
Big hit.
Yeah. Okay, so we hope that you're having a drink of some sort, non-alcoholic or alcoholic, at home along with us. Chris has his tea, of course, and we're gonna cheers. Cheers bears to the virtual session community. So nice to see you again.
Cheers bears to all of you.
Cheers. Ooh.
Ooh.
I missed that. Oh my gosh.
That is extremely serious.
It's still going.
Yes.
I gotta take a second. Wow. I wish you all could try this. It's so good. Oh my goodness. Peter, I wonder if Peter is drinking new limoncello.
He said he's got his orange cello handy for the toast.
Okay, you know what? The orange cello is actually my favorite. I don't like to play favorites, but it's my favorite. Which one is yours?
I have to agree with you, actually.
Yeah,
I think the orange cello was my top.
It's really nice and a little unusual.
Yeah.
Great. And Peter Rahill has a new addition to the family since we saw him last. He has a grandchild.
Yes, congratulations, Peter.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a picture later. Okay, small cat report, and I say cat report because for a short time.
Oh no! Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, hello.
Let's see.
Hello.
Are we back?
I will
we're sort of here. Okay, I think we're here.
I'll keep talking.
Yeah, I think we're here.
I will just say that we did that on purpose. It was a special effect that
totally on purpose.
Yeah. Okay. So for a short time, we had a second cat. The second cat's name was Crouton, and Crouton was a foster cat. We're very happy to say that Crouton got adopted by a lovely, lovely man and now lives over in Brooklyn, just across the river. But we have some pictures of Crouton. Crouton is also black, looks just like Toast, a little shorter fur. But the main thing is that he had gigantic teeth.
Yeah.
Gigantic.
Unusually large.
Yeah, so we had a cat with no teeth and a cat with gigantic teeth for a little bit. And here they are sitting in the bathroom together. Now, they were not friends. I should say Toast was not friends with Crouton.
Yeah.
He was a big bully, I have to say. Anyways, so that is the Toast and Crouton report. And maybe Toast will make an appearance later.
I bet he will.
We'll see. Things are going well, though, with Toast. We have millions of cute pictures, which we won't overwhelm you with right now, but everything is going great. All right, so let's have... Okay, actually, we're going to have now 2 things in a row, so you don't have to listen to me talk in the middle. First one is an artist who we haven't had on Tune Supply yet, and I hope I say his name correctly, and I think he's in the chat. Bhean Úd Thíos. Is that right?
Bhean Úd Thíos or Bhean Úd Thíos? Yeah, I'm not sure.
And he's going to be doing a song tonight and some tunes, and I think he's starting with tunes.
He's got tunes
here.
first, yeah.
Yep, and then we will go straight into a song with Nuala Kennedy.
Okay.
Hi, just Moll Roe Bogard, Bhean Úd Thíos in Portland, Oregon. Hi folks, this is Bhean Úd Thíos in Portland, Oregon, and I'm going to be playing a set of tunes with you guys today. They're actually jigs, and they're also song airs, and so the first one is called Moll Roe, and it's more like a slip. The second is the Rollicking Boys of Tandragee, which is your standard double jig. And the last one, Tan Cuidiach Fógart an Lá, is a single jig. Hope you enjoy them. Thank you. Got to be Mali.
Well, some years ago, the Dubliners, got great ambassadors of music and song, brought out a version of the Black Velvet Band. And my dad sung that song, and I think it was a better version, to be quite frank with you, although the song became very popular in the folk circles. My dad's version was a different tune, slightly different tune, and I think more musical, and in my opinion, better. And I'll sing it for you now, and here it goes. And Nuala, my good friend here, is going to join me in the chorus. Can you join me in the chorus?
Oh, well.
Okay, here it goes. 'Twas in the town of Tralee, an apprentice to trade I was bound, with a plenty of bright amusement, to see how the days they went round, till misfortune and ruin came o'er me, which caused me to stray from my land, far away from my friends and relations, to follow her black velvet band. Oh, her eyes, they shone like diamonds, you'd have thought she was queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. As I was strolling down Broadway, not intending to stay very long, I met with a neat little colleen as she went tripping along. What she pulled out of her pocket and slipped it right into me hand. From the very first day that I met her, bad luck to her black velvet band. Oh, her eyes that shone like diamonds, you'd have thought she was queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Before judge and jury next morning, we both of us did appear. A gentleman swore to the jury, and the case was against me was clear. For 7 years transportation, right into Van Diemen's land, far away from my friends and relations, to follow her black velvet band. Oh, her eyes, they shone like diamonds, you'd have thought she was queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. So come all you handsome young fellows, a warn and take by me. Beware of the sweet little collions that are tripping around in Tralee. For they'll fill you with whiskey and porter until you're not able to stand. And before you have time to get sober, you're a convict in Van Diemen's land. Oh, her eyes, they shone like diamonds, you'd have thought she was queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band.
Woo!
Lovely.
I'm overwhelmed with, I don't even know the emotion. Gratitude, amazement that Cathal McConnell is on the virtual session.
Very cool.
There have been many, many musicians, singers and dancers who I feel like we don't deserve to have these folks on the session, but Cathal McConnell is, I don't know, I'm without words. It's so cool. So thank you to Nuala for arranging this for us, and for always being willing to engage in Tune Supply shenanigans of any sort. Or real life shenanigans, actually. That's how Nuala and I got to be friends, is by engaging in real life shenanigans. So
It's probably a story for another time.
Many stories, many stories. That was wonderful. And they have, of course, 2 more sets, so don't go away. Okay, so this next set is very cool, and it relates to one of our 2 kind of themes for the night. It relates to the Riley School of Irish Music theme. I mentioned that we produced a concert for their 25th anniversary, and I'm going to put the link for that into the chat right now. There we go. It's It's cool. How long did it end up being? An hour and a half?
Yeah, hour 20 minutes or so,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
It's quite long. There's a lot of music and lots of folks who you would recognize. I don't have the list in front of me, but let's say Joni Madden and Eileen Ivers,
Eimear, as we mentioned.
Eimear, Marta and Devon.
Yeah.
All sorts of folks. It would take me a few minutes to name them all off. And so it's free and available over on their site, so go check it out. And of course, if you're in Cincinnati, look them up, see what's going on. They've got a great school that runs year round, and we have to actually meet them in person someday too.
Someday we will
Hopefully.
meet all of the Tune Supply people in person.
Yes, I love Cincinnati as a city, actually.
I don't think I've ever been.
There was one St. Patrick's Day a couple years ago when I was in Cincinnati 6 times over the course of a weekend for I think it was 2 or 3 independent gigs that I had to travel back and forth for, and then my flight got diverted when going somewhere else and I had to land in Cincinnati again. It was strange. It was like I was drawn to Cincinnati.
I have been to Cincinnati. I was there with Come From Away.
Oh, on the tour.
On the tour.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Last couple years ago, yeah.
Yeah, the touring company is running now.
Mm-hmm.
Where are they? In Arkansas, right?
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Yeah, so if you see that Come From Away is coming to your city and you do not live in New York, unfortunately that is not us.
That's not us.
Several people have written to us and said, oh, we're so excited to meet you. Our company is the original Broadway company, which stays on Broadway, and then there's a touring company, and there's also companies in Australia and England and Canada, right?
Yes. Australia is, I think, has
hold?
just reopened for the second time.
For the second time. Jeez. Yeah.
And Canada is not yet open, but will be before the end of the year, I believe.
Yeah, so there's lots of places to see Come From Away. There's going to be a Spanish language Come From Away, too, in Argentina. Yeah. Okay, so back to Riley School. This set is 4 musicians who were students of the Riley School years ago, and now I think are some of them professional musicians now?
I believe so, yeah.
I can't remember. Anyways, they got together virtually, and we put them together through the magic of Chris's computer, and they are Simone Westerkamp, Alex Sturbaum, tell me if I get any of these wrong, Jack Bogard, and Robert Curtin, and I think at least Robert Curtin is in the comments. I think I saw, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyways, they're going to play some tunes. Here we go.
Hello, everybody, and happy 25th anniversary to the Riley School. I'm Alex Sturbaum from Olympia, Washington.
I'm Simone Westerkamp in Blackrock, County Louth in Ireland.
I'm Jack Bogard in Bloomington, Indiana.
I'm Robert Curtin from Louisville, Kentucky.
And we all studied at the Riley School in the early 2000s. We learned a lot of great tunes there. Here's some of them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Amazing. I was just thinking we haven't seen or done a lot of these synced videos in the last couple of months, whereas like for the prior year we did 1 billion of them.
There hasn't been a need.
There hasn't been a need, but they're so cool to look at. They're so cool because all those folks are in different places. It's really great. Thanks again to the Riley School. I put the link to the concert and also their website into the chat. Go check them out and go say hi when you're in Cincinnati next. And I spelled their name wrong. It is spelled Riley, not any other way that I may have typed it into the chat. I'm sorry. Okay, yes, and I just want to say a reminder, my unpleasant job that I do not miss from doing Tunes Play broadcasts is to say that if you're able to throw some money into our contribution box, that is how we pay the musicians on the session. And the link is there. You can't click on it, although you're welcome to try to click on Chris's head. The link is down in the description of the video, and I'll throw it in the chat as well. And the money goes out to our leaders. And we have a lot of them tonight, so hopefully we get some good contributions in the box.
Yes, everyone who creates a video for Tunes Play is paid, of course, so it's a regular gig.
Yes, that is the point of it, in fact, is to pay the musicians.
Yeah.
And on that note, actually, I want to give a tiny Tunes Play update. I'll try not to take too much time, but I mentioned at the start, we are not going back to a regular schedule for the virtual sessions, or actually really a regular schedule for Tunes Play at all. It turns out, we have mentioned here and also in the emails and stuff that we were more tired and more deeply burned out than we realized, actually. I mean, I think we're still kind of realizing it. When we stopped, I thought, okay, we'll take a break, we'll go to Alaska, get this show restarted, we'll be ready to go back to doing stuff in the fall. And not only do we not feel ready, I think we still are kind of recovering from the amount of work that went on for the first whatever amount of months. Musicians, it's not just us, musicians out there have been doing online production for 18 months and are wiped out. It's really telling, if I send out a Tunes Play job to a list of people, only a few will write back because we're so burned out on performing for cameras when we are, I was going to say meant to, we're used to, and what we like to do is perform for audiences and teach people in person and all that. It's great that we can do it, but I think people overloaded on it. Yeah. And so at least right now, we're still on a break. We may, we will probably do things as time goes on, but right now we're not announcing any additional stuff. However, please stay updated on our Facebook and Instagram. Anything we do, we'll put on there. The mailing lists also, most of you are probably on them. There's two. There's a main Tunes Play list and a session-specific list. Yes. We'll let you know when we do stuff. There, we actually have material that we could put out. And then Dave,
we have stuff we're sitting on, but
we'll do it. We just want to make it. We want to make sure that everybody involved is feeling like it's the right time, and we're feeling good about it.
But if you get on the mailing list, or like the Facebook page, or follow us on Instagram, or subscribe to the YouTube, these are all great ways to learn about upcoming Tune Supply adventures.
Yes. And the good thing is that everything we did, which we haven't counted the number of hours, but there's probably hundreds of hours on this channel. It's just going to be there. You can go see it whenever you want, replay it as much as you want. It's all free, all of that. So it's not, you can have us in your house anytime you want by just clicking on a link. I wanted to say, as I mentioned before, musicians are not out of the woods. Yeah. Not that they were out of the woods before COVID. It's a difficult way to make a living, and if you are a fan of music, which I know you all are, please support musicians directly if you're able to. It's great to stream Spotify and videos and YouTube and all that. Convenient. But those things don't, they pay fractions of a penny to musicians, and the best way to support your favorite musicians is to go buy their CDs or go to a concert, support their Patreon or their Bandcamp, whatever way you can. I can't stress that enough. It really does help us all to continue down the path and to play tunes with and for you in whatever context that happens. All of the Tunes Supply contribution funds are still up. If you want to contribute money, you can. Although right now, as I mentioned, we're just doing this one-off, and we'll distribute the money from this to the musicians for tonight. One issue we had was that we could not figure out a way to make enough money. We made a lot of money from you guys, and then we sent it all out the door. We couldn't figure out enough, a way to make it sustainable for everybody, including us for now. And that's not to say it won't change in the future, but that's where we are right now. Thank you all, though, for contributing over the pandemic. We did put $150,000 into the hands of musicians through Tune Supply, which is absolutely incredible. So thank you so much. Okay, enough of that. We should have a song from Nuala, I think.
Gonna have one from
Nuala
and Cathal.
And then costumes. I was just gonna say costumes after that.
Right. Yeah. Good.
So get ready.
All right,
okay, here we go.
This is a sad song for the session, and it's called Erin on the Rhine. I learned it from Cathal, who learned it from Sarah and Rita Keane, and it's a soldier that is going off to fight in the war. So here we go with Erin on the Rhine. It's in G for everyone. A soldier stood on the village street and bid his love adieu. His gun and knapsack on his back, his company to renew. With tears he kissed her once again and turned away his head. He could but whisper in his pain, and this is what he said. Love, dear, love, be true, be only mine. When the war is o'er, we'll part no more at Erin on the Rhine. As they marched along through the village streets, their banners floating gay, the children cheered their trampling feet that went to the war away. But one among them turned around once more to look again, and though his lips gave out no sound, his heart sighed this refrain. Love, dear, love, be true, be only mine. When the war is o'er, we'll part no more at Erin on the Rhine. On the battlefield, the pale cold moon was shedding her silvery light and shining on a soldier boy on his last discerning flight. Amid the dying, the soldier lay, his comrades close at hand. He said, when I am far away, and you in your native land, say to my love, be true, be only mine. My life is o'er, we'll meet no more at Erin on the Rhine. Oh, say to my love, be true, be only mine. My life is o'er, we'll meet no more at Erin on the Rhine.
Gorgeous. Somebody was talking about hearing the harmonies from Swannanoa and Augusta as they were singing, and I agree with that. And actually, on the note of Swannanoa, it's going to be in person unless well, I should never say that anything's going to happen anymore, but as of right now, Swadanoa Gathering will be in person next summer, and I'm going to be teaching. I just got the word. I'm so excited. And hopefully Nuala will be there too, and we will be able to sit on the steps and sing songs at 2 a.m. with amazing harmonies.
Good times.
I hope. Okay, costumes. I know you've been waiting a long time. Chris's costume is back on. Our costumes have actually both been guessed already near the start. We didn't say anything because now that was not costume time. That was serious time. Now it's costume time. So, anybody have a guess as to what Chris is? Or what I am? Actually, mine is a little harder, and mine is actually, this is actually part of a much bigger costume, which I can't put on right here because there's not enough space. It takes a huge amount of space. There's a picture of it, but I have a necklace that has ice cubes on it here, and I have some more ice sort of things in my hair and some Splenda packets, and my garment is a little lacy. Okay, so those are your clues. Let's see, did anybody get it? Not yet. Okay.
Not since the initial guessing.
Okay. Well, you can go ahead and start guessing there. We are going to go to all the pictures that you all sent in. There are a lot, and they are also interspersed with the pictures from Thursday, because it's the metaverse now, right? Yeah. The Mark Zuckerberg decreed that virtual is real and real is virtual. So, let's see. What do we have here? Okay, I don't actually know all the tune names. This is going to be interesting. So, this is Angela Botzer, who we met for the first time. Gosh, how should we do this? Should we let people guess, or should we say the names? How about this?
Just say them, right?
Let's just go through the pictures quickly and go back to the to the screen.
Angela Botzer.
So Angela Botzer, guess away there at home.
This is Amy Fisher.
Oh, I think I know what that one is. Okay.
Cheryl Patterson sent this in.
Okay, we met Cheryl for the first time. She gave us more pecans they're already gone. Okay.
George Dunn, who we've also now met in person.
Yes, and George, this was actually his costume at the real life session on Thursday. Okay.
Jennifer Tissot. I don't know how you say your last name, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Apologize.
Okay. Great. What does that say?
That's the name of the... Oh,
I'm Suki? Maybe that... I don't know if that's the name of the tune or...
I don't know.
Well, we'll see. Okay.
All right. Jill Yeager.
No, this is not a costume. Jill said that she can't be at the session tonight, sadly, because she is touring. She is traveling out west, and this is a picture she sent. It's pretty cool.
Let's see. Kathy Schneider.
Oh, okay. All right. I think I know what that one is.
Laura Johnson.
Oh, this is great.
I'm no beauty, but here's the spot.
I think she is a beauty. Excellent. Okay. She said that was a minimalist costume. I do like the minimalist costume.
This is Lynn Goldfarb's dog, Darla.
Yes, and the dog is dressed as a tune. It's not an Irish tune, just as a hint, but it is a tune. Okay.
Let's see. Here's Nancy Kaiser from the Riley School.
Oh, okay. Dog involved. That means you get 10 extra points.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, this is not a costume. However, this is Peter Rahill.
Peter Rahill and his
new granddaughter.
I don't know. Actually, I should know that.
Grandbaby.
Tell us, Peter. Yeah. I like the outfit though.
Okay. Excellent. Here's some more.
Okay, now,
these are from Mario's the other night
on Thursday. Yeah. Yes, and this is Kathleen Ferraro, who actually, because of her costume and mask, I didn't recognize her until after the session was done, and I felt terrible.
Hilarious.
Anyway, she's dressed as a tune. Okay. Some other tunes in the background there. This is really hard to guess. I don't know what that is.
What could that possibly be? That's TJ.
That's TJ.
For anyone wondering. Mm-hmm. Okay. Here's Rogan and Sarah.
Okay, these are both very good. Sarah's costume on the left is one of the most difficult ones to guess I've ever heard of.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. This is from Liz Albertson.
Now she didn't tell us the name,
so we don't know.
I was trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
So, see if you know. Okay.
Okay, this is Caitlin's actual full costume.
That's my full costume.
Yes.
So there you go.
It's already been guessed multiple times correctly in the
great
chat.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's the full thing. I can't wear it in the virtual pub.
For obvious reasons.
I could barely wear it in the real pub. Truly. Actually. Okay. This is
a good one. I don't actually remember who this was.
This is Sally.
Sally, right.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll have to come back and read everything on there, but yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh, this you'll have to come back to see this too. George Dunn wrote some new lyrics to the tune The Frost Is All Over, which is actually, that's what his costume was. And it has to do with Mary and the extremely large amount of scone orders she received recently. So we'll leave that for later.
Okay, and here's Ryan Dooley.
This is not a costume, but these are things that he made, and he sent me this today. I also like the book that they're sitting on. And he didn't say, but I suspect that the people in this scenario are me, you, and Dan Lowry.
Amazing.
And I think we're drinking giant mugs of beer.
Great.
I think. Okay.
That's
Great.
it.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So
there's been a lot of good guesses here.
A lot of good guesses. Should we go back and say what they are, or should we just leave it? Let's.
I don't know.
Let's go through really quickly and say if we know what they are. We'll say.
Okay.
We'll say.
I think we know what most of them.
This is going to be a long session, so I just want to.
Peter, by the way, said that's a grandson.
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 Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay.
Okay. So Angela is the traveler.
Oh, okay.
Very good. Amy, this was guessed correctly. The hag with the money.
Yep. And there's two hags with money.
Cheryl was also guessed correctly. The mouse in the mug.
Yeah.
George, I don't know if anyone got this. This is the frost is all over. I don't see any correct responses.
This could have been a couple things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Jennifer, we don't know.
Is Jennifer here? Not sure.
I don't know.
Okay. I'm in Sucky might be the name of a song. I'm not sure.
Jill, that was not a tune, right?
No.
Okay. Kathy Schneider was also the hag with the money.
Is that a $2 bill, by the way, or is that a $5 bill?
Don't know.
It'd be cool if it was a $2 bill.
Okay, Laura.
The beauty spot.
I know beauty, but the spot. Yeah, it's the beauty spot.
Yeah, the tune is the beauty spot. That is awesome.
Okay, and Darla.
Devil's Dream.
Devil's Dream.
Did somebody get that?
Not sure.
Okay.
Nancy was the cook in the kitchen.
Excellent.
I think somebody got that.
Feeding the dog. I like it.
Okay. And then where were we? Let's see.
Okay, this is not a costume. It was just for fun.
Right. Okay.
This is the Gypsy Princess, which is a tune that I don't know actually, but Randall Bays taught it to Kathleen, and Randall was at O'Flaherty, and I met him for the first time.
Obviously, the Diplodocus. That was guessed correctly. Okay,
these Did anybody
these
get
are
these?
good. I don't think anyone got these.
Okay.
So Rogan on the right here is the orphan.
The orphan, yeah.
Dressed up, of course, as little orphan Annie.
It seems simple, but it's not.
And Sarah on the left is, you'll have to remind me.
My mind will never be easy.
Right.
Let that sink in. That is serious.
Multiple layers to that one.
Yeah.
Okay, Liz.
Okay, I don't know.
This was guessed correctly by Kendall, Out on the Ocean.
Oh, wow.
Very good.
Multiple layers.
I'm assuming it's correct.
That is great.
Yeah,
that is great.
Very good.
That is really excellent. Okay.
Okay, we discussed this. Caitlin's, do you want to announce your costume?
Splendid Isolation.
Splendid Isolation. It's been guessed multiple times.
And I'm just going to wear that thing around on the streets to keep people away from me.
Okay, the Hear Ye. Sally's costume was The Rights of Man.
Rights of Man.
And, okay, we talked about that.
Yeah,
Frost is all over. That was it.
That's it.
Oh, and my costume. It's been guessed. In a sheer, yes.
In a sheer.
In a sheer.
Yes. Excellent. Very cool. And there are some prizes, and I didn't really think about how the prizes will be awarded. So how about this? Let's go into the next set of tunes, which also features some great costumes and some dancing, and we will discuss the prize situation and let you know after we come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we going to announce who it is?
Sure. It's
great.
Well, I was just trying to think of something funny to say, but I couldn't think of any. It's Andrew Finn Magill and Alexandra Williamson who will be dancing.
All right.
Hello, friends, and welcome to this very spooky edition of the Mario's Dress as a Tune Halloween edition session. And if you can't tell what my tune is that I'm dressed as, I'll give you a hint. So this is what I'm sitting in. This is a skillet. I guess that's technically 2 hints. It's a skillet, and I'm sitting in it. So that's all I'm going to say. And maybe by the end of the set, you will have figured it out. And if you haven't, I'll tell you. So Alex and I are going to do 2 reels. The first is Tae the Beggin, and the second is The Reel of Rio by Sean Rhine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Okay, if you didn't figure it out, it was crabs in the skillet. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Woo! That was so good. Now
that was a fun one to put together.
The whole idea for the dance stuff came from Alex. That was not our idea. Excellent work.
I wish it was our idea.
Yes, it was great. Yeah. So I don't think she was a tune necessarily. She was just Wonder Woman, of course. Yeah. And she also said that first outfit was her original contest outfit from when she was 13 or something. Yeah. I can't remember. So thank you, Alex, for stopping by the session. And I think Alex's mom might be here.
Yes, she is.
And Alex was up in Alaska with us this summer, and it was great. Okay, I didn't have enough time to pick the winners, but I picked a couple. So let me just tell you what the prizes are. If you win one of the contests, one of the prizes for a costume, you can pick one of the prizes. Okay. So we always have to have something from Alaska. We have Alaskan Serrano bullwhip, kelp, and Serrano hot sauce. And everybody's scared of my Alaskan products now because of other weird things that I've sent out. But there you go. Okay. We have... you can pick any remaining Tune Supply t-shirt or tank top that's on the store. It has to be something we have in stock. So go over there and make sure you have the color and the size, and you can pick whatever you want. Okay. Usual,
Doug has bingo.
Somebody has bingo. Oh, great. Okay, excellent. You can pick your choice of tune printed on a mailing label. It's really hard to see because of the lights here.
Let me
but
see it.
Chris Custom... what is that
Extremely
called?
valuable.
Custom notates these and prints them on a hand printer. Yeah. He writes them with calligraphy onto them. But you get to pick that. You get to pick that. Or this is the really cool one. I don't know if anybody actually wants this. I'm going to give this away.
Okay.
Okay. Just because. Why not? So we were given some gym bags by Come From Away, by our show. These are not available for sale. They were just given to the cast and crew. And we got 2 of them because there's 2 of us and we don't need 2 of them. So we're going to give one away as a prize if anybody wants one. Made by High Sierra. Gym bag. Come From Away. Okay, that's the weirdest one. But why not? Okay.
I know what I would pick.
What would you pick?
Tune on a label.
Yes, I thought you said tuna on a label. Tuna on a label. Okay, here's I only picked 3 so far. I'm going to pick other ones. One more later. Okay, Nancy Kaiser for Cook in the Kitchen. Yes, she gets extra points for using an animal in the and the tune. Okay, Laura Johnson with the beauty spot, which I thought was great.
Lovely.
And Out on the Ocean. Who did Out on the Ocean?
Liz Albertson.
I don't know if she's here, but she is a winner. And then I'm going to pick one more in a second. And don't worry, everybody who came to the actual Marios already got a prize.
Yes.
Everybody got a prize who came with it. So
there were no losers.
They're out of the running. Okay, so it's just the people that sent pictures. So I'll pick another one in a second. If you want to tell us what you want for your prize, you can do so in the chat. Okay, let's see. What do we have next?
We have
the poem.
Bob's video.
Bob's video. Okay, Bob Armistead made. He's a tradition of making mechanical costumes.
Yes.
Which are just amazing, and he really outdid himself. This video is hard. It's hard to see what's going on. Let's show it, and then we'll explain. Okay.
It hasn't opened.
Oh, here it goes. Okay.
Oh. Now it's on the ceiling.
E.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You operate in keys.
Oh. F sharp. Woo!
Hey. Is this gonna help us all?
Oh my God. Do you want to explain what was going on there?
So Bob's hat had a switch that opened the top, and then inside there was some sort of projector to project the key of the tune that we were playing onto the ceiling, so that everyone could easily see the key. Because like when we're playing masked in the session, and it's pretty hard to call the key and have the whole room hear it.
Yeah.
So you can just advance the wheel to your desired key.
Yeah.
It was great.
Really, really cool. Previous to Bob making that, we've been using this board. I call it the Tune Ouija board for a couple of sessions. And it has the keys and the type of tune, and I point to them with my bow. Which it's not ideal, though, because I have to stop playing.
It's not ideal.
So it's easier if you just hold the wheel in your hand, Chris, and roll it to the right key.
Well, the wheel itself was also motorized, so.
Oh, really?
There were 2 switches, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, very complicated.
Amazing.
Yeah. It was a key piece of technology. Thank you, Kendall.
We got to meet Kendall also.
Yes.
And
well, you'd never met Kendall, but Kendall had been to
that's right.
real
he
Marios.
He had been to Marios. Kendall and Chris and 2 other pianists played the piano at the same time at the end of the concert down in Texas, and I played a tune, and there's video of it, but we forgot to get it for the session. It's pretty incredible. I'll try to find that.
We also got in trouble for playing too loud.
We got in trouble by John Whalen for playing too loud. Okay, great. So let's go. Oh, we have a poem.
We have a poem for Mimi. We're way over the halfway point.
I know. We're trying to fit in like 10 sessions worth of stuff in one session. Okay, let's have a poem.
Hello, Tune Supply. It's Mimi and Amos back for a really, really terrible poem for the Halloween virtual session. I ask your forgiveness in advance. Hello, Tune Supply friends. Hope you're fine. We are back. It's Amos the dog and your poetry hack. This session's theme is to dress up to seem like a tune or a set. So here we've brought back the look from last year when in the midst of lockdown, we dressed up like this to show waves tossing around. Those are waves. Rolling waves on the ocean, imagine the motion, says Amos to storms, get out of town. Well, my friends, ain't it true that through this whole year, we've been storm-tossed and seasick wherever we steered. Thanks to Caitlin and Chris, these sessions are bliss, full of friendship and music, some laughs and good cheer. Hope you're all doing great. And if you're in New York, come on down to Mario's and squeeze in with all of us and the 20,000 pounds of flour that she has to make all those scones. Stay safe, eat your kibble. Bye.
Amos gets applause.
Amos gets applause. Oh, I like the outfit. Oh, I just noticed the sign that said waves. Did you see that?
Oh,
yeah. That's great. That is great. And I've gotten to see Mimi in person now a bunch of times.
A couple times, yeah.
Since the virtual session ended, which has been a real treat. I haven't seen Amos. No, once.
You did
I saw Amos once. Yeah. I could use more Amos.
Yes.
For sure.
We all could use more Amos.
Absolutely. Okay, so now I mentioned that Eimear was going to do a set of lilted tunes. So she will do that next, and I will try to decide who the 4th prize winner is.
Okay. And we're also going to have in this segment a song from Bhean Úd Thíos.
Yeah.
On one of my many trips to Cincinnati, I gave a lilting workshop at the Riley School. So I decided to have a bit of crack tonight and lilt a couple of jigs for you. Jim Ward's and The Hole in the Hedge. So you can play along with me, listen, or give the lilting a shot as well. Remember, you can use any vocables you like. So whatever comes into your head, give it a lash with me. So here we go. Diddle dum doodle dum deedle diddle dum diddle diddle dum doodle dum diddle diddle doodle dum diddle diddle dee dum diddle do diddle doodle dee dum diddle dum diddle dum diddle doodle dum diddle diddle dee dum diddle dum doodle diddle dum diddle diddle dee dum roundle diddle dum diddle diddle dum diddle dum diddle diddle to the dee dum diddle dum diddle diddle dum diddle dum doodle dum diddle diddle dum diddle diddle dum diddly die do the readum, diddle dum diddly die do dum diddle dum dash the readum, roundle dum diddle die do dum diddly die do dum diddle dum day the reader the readle dum diddle die do diddle dum da the readle dum diddly die do diddle dum the reader do dum diddle dum dash the readum diddle do diddle dum diddly die do dum da the readum, roundle die do dum diddly die do diddle dum diddly die do diddly die do dum the reader do dum doodle dum dash the diddly doodly doodle diddle dee dum diddle dum diddly diddle dee dum diddle dum diddly diddle dum doodle dum day dee dum diddle dum diddly dee do diddle dum diddle dee dum diddle dum da diddle dum da the dee dum diddle dum diddle dee do diddle dum da the dee dum diddle dum the diddle dum diddle dum da diddle dum diddly diddle dee dum diddle dum diddle dee da diddle dum diddly diddle dee dum diddle dum diddle dash the dee dum diddle dum diddly diddle dum diddly diddle dum daddle dee dum diddle dum diddly diddle dee dum roundle dum diddle diddle dee dum diddle dum diddly dee do diddle dum daddle dee dum diddle dum diddly diddle dum daddle dee dum diddle dum diddly diddle dee do diddle dum daddle dee dum diddle dum diddly diddle dum diddly dee da diddle dum diddly diddle dee dum diddle dum diddly dee da diddle dum skidly diddle skidly dum diddle dum diddle dee dum diddle dum diddly diddle dee da diddle dum diddly dee da diddle dum diddly diddle skidly dum roundle dum diddle diddle dee dum.
Just Moll Roe Bogard, Bhean Úd Thíos at East. Hi folks, this is Bhean Úd Thíos again, and I'd like to share a song with you guys. One for the holiday, for the Samhain, the Celtic New Year. The song is a song called Bhean Úd Thíos, and it's a fairy abduction song. And it's been composed in the form of a lullaby, and so you hear the vocables shohin, shohin a lot. But really the words of the song, of the verses themselves, are instructions to a woman who is on the other side of the stream, who's been listening to this woman complain about being abducted by the fairies, and she's likely nursing a fairy child. And so Shohin Sho is the lullaby aspects of the song, and then the words themselves are instructions to this woman across the way as pertaining how to free her. And of course it requires a black handled knife and a beeswax candle, a herb pulled from the mouth or the doorway of the liss or the ring fort where she's been enslaved, and for her husband to use the knife to strike the first horse that jumps through the gap in the fence the night that the fairy host rides. So this is Shohin Sho. I learned it from the singing of Mara I Hulavine from West Cork, who was recorded by Alan Lomax on one of his many adventures over to Ireland. So Shohin Sho. Bhean Úd Thíos Evrua Gatrahan Shohin Sho Leo on digan to sa fama geran Shohin Sho Leo splins lanya fudio meo malanan Shohin Sho Leo Sturogustach melis knochan Shohin sho lu lu lo. Shohin 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 sho lu lo lo. Shohin 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 sho lu lu lo. A leva voin segen maris alyasol. Shohin sho lu lu lo. Mar hule die go Rhine le chevalier. Shohin sho lu lu lo. Nummer de go chef am dransa. Shohin sho lu lu lo. Go maids am van Rhine Erin am nasa. Shohin sho lu lu lo. Shohin, 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 sho, lu, lu, lo. Shohin, 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 sho, lu, lu, lo. Shohin, sa, my hach, more, my shot. Shohin, sho, lu, lo. Is Molano Ragashana Yawn Shohin Sho Lu Lo. Is Mo Milvui Agus Carna Macon Shohin Sho Lu Lo. Is Mo and Shandan Yer and Nascon Shohin Sho Lu Lo. Shohin, 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 sho, lu, lo, lo. Shohin, 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 sho, lu, lo. Aber lemchele tachte marach. Shohin, sho, lu, lo. San chanyal chiara ke gria yarnan. Shohin sho lu lo. Shkien cheshaduve dort in a lovelash. Shohin sho lu lo. San kapel tosi gavula savarnan. Shohin sho lu lo. Shohin, 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 sho, lu, lo. Shohin, 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 sho, lu, lo. Shohin, sho, lu, lo. Shohin sho lu lo. Gormil Mali, thank you very much.
Beautiful. It's really great to have Bhean. Am I saying that right?
I think so.
We had talked about having him back when the sessions were running regularly, and we just never made it happen. So I'm really grateful again to Nancy Kaiser for having him on the list of musicians, and we hope to meet him in person. What do you have there, Chris?
I have the toast.
The toast.
I just wanted to do a little show off of the toast.
And we can see
Still
Toast
here?
today, actually, because you're not wearing black.
Right.
He was just sleeping. He was having a nap.
Toasty, do you want to show your eyes to the camera?
Oh, yeah,
They're
you
so
should.
beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Lovely, Toasty. Thank you for thank you for your journey from the chair over to the virtual pub. Don't worry, we'll pay Toasty a little bit later in treats or Alaskan salmon. He does like to eat our salmon.
Yeah. He actually really likes to be in my costume.
Yeah, he does.
He's been laying all over the sheer fabric.
That's true. That's true. Okay, we're nearing the end. We're going to be a little over, but actually not as much over as I thought we were going to be. We've got another set from Nuala, and then Chris and I will play a set to send us off. But a couple other things before that. We can't leave the virtual pub without doing the word game. I know you're sad about this. this word game happening. But we're going to do the word game because it's my favorite, and I know some of you out there like it. So if you haven't done this before, it's very silly and has nothing to do with music. I pick 2 words from this book, The Cabinet of Linguistic Curiosities, a yearbook of forgotten words, and we put them on the screen, and you all tell us in the chat what you think the words mean. And they can be the real definitions, or they could be silly definitions, or puns. Kendall, I know Kendall's out there. And we will choose our favorite 2 answers. And the prizes for these are your choice of a tune written out by Chris in his fancy software, printed on a label. And you can do whatever you want. You can stick it to whatever or whoever you want.
That's the only prize for this.
It's the only prize.
By the way, do we need to announce the 4th costume prize winner?
Oh, yes, the 4th costume winner.
Right?
I mean, there's no swhience to my picks for these.
No, it's just the favorites.
It's just who I whichever costume is speaking to me. And I would like to announce that the 4th winner is Amy Fisher for Haig with Money. So Amy, let us know what you would like. So far, let's see, we've got the hot sauce, the tunes on the label. Actually, we've got everything because you could also have a t-shirt if you want. So just let us know. Okay, so here are the words.
I'm just announcing in the chat.
Oh, great.
Amy has won prize number 4.
Okay, great. Okay, first one is panshite. It's a noun. Okay, panshite. Now, I this one has a clear possible answer, but if you can think of any more creative answers, I'd love to hear them. Okay, panshite. And the other one is scurryfunge. Scurryfunge, which is a verb. Awesome. Okay, so you can put your possible answers into the chat there. And while you're doing that, I will make 2 quick announcements. First one is, I know some of you are probably signed up already, but Fiddle Hell is online again this weekend. It's coming up this weekend. And I've mentioned that I think it's the best run online festival that I have encountered.
Extremely well organized, yes.
Very well organized. And an incredible amount of stuff. It's 175 workshops, which are taught live, sessions, 30 sessions live, 30 concerts live, and then everything is recorded and you have access to it for 4 months. So even if you couldn't attend this weekend, you could still get access to everything. And I can't remember the price, but it's ridiculously low in my opinion. It's 100 something?
It's not very much.
It's not very much.
For the amount of...
Yeah. And tons of musicians, not just fiddle. There's lots of instruments and singing and tons of stuff. Anyways, I'm teaching and performing, and Chris is going to join me for the session, I think, and the concert. We're going to lead a session on Friday? Friday, yeah.
A Zoom session.
Yeah.
So you can show your face if you desire.
Yes. So Fiddle Hell, that's the name. I'll put it in the link there. And then the other thing is Manus McGuire, who's been on Tunes Play a bit, is going to actually come to New York because Europe opened finally after what?
America opened to Europeans.
Well, that's true. Okay, America opened. That's true. Yeah. That's true. After 500 something days. So Manus is coming to New York, and I am going to arrange an in-person workshop for not too many people, so we're not crowded, but in mid-November. If you'll be here and you're interested, please send a message to me at tunes@tune.supply. I'll put that in the chat as well. I don't have the link ready to sign up. That's why I need an email, and I'll just, once I get that set up, I'll send it to whoever is interested. It will likely be on a Monday evening. Okay, so let's have one more set of tunes from Nuala, and while we're doing that, I'll take a look at your, oh wow, I see a lot of good stuff in the
already
chat.
Some excellent answers.
Oh, this is going to be hard.
Right,
okay, here we go.
Hi everyone. Well, we're going to play a couple of well-known jigs for you now. The first one is one Cathal learned from the great band Redican, fantastic musicians, and this one is called Tripping Up the Stairs. It's been known to happen once or twice. And the second one is a lovely old tune that you think that this is so popular it's gone out of fashion, and now it's coming back into fashion again. It's what the famous tune called The Irish Washerwoman.
That was exciting.
That was
really exciting. I was not paying attention to the tunes, and then I heard them leaving somewhere where I didn't think they were going. That was awesome. Amazing. Thanks again to Nuala and Cathal for joining in the virtual session and for providing very, very interesting material. Okay, this is really hard, guys. It's really hard. There are some excellent submissions to the word game. I think we're going to go with, where is it? Sheila Newman. Both because it's good, but also she used both words in the definition, which I don't know if anybody's ever done that, but it's really good.
I scurry funge the pan shite from the cast iron without using soap. Quite good.
That's great.
Very good, Sheila.
And I identify with it because I am the cast iron pan manager in this house. So I do a lot of scurry funding. Yeah. Okay. So that's great. And then, I mean, we could pick all sorts of them, other ones, but we're going to go with Kendall. Kendall's first one. Partly because it's so good, but also in recognition of the incredible achievements in punnery that Kendall has contributed to the chat section of this session over the past many months since we met him. Actually, it started on the first night, right away, and I have great respect for these punning skills. So both because it's good and because of past work. Kendall, did you already put it up?
I did. A low quality Irish Italian bacon.
Yes, and he did have another one that was good down there. I missed it. To adopt a frightening visage as at Halloween with the goal of both frightening and delighting the viewer. It's very fun. That's good.
So
okay.
Sheila and Kendall, if you wish to claim your very valuable tune on a label, just let us know what tune you would like printed on the label.
Yes, your choice.
And also, we need your address.
Oh yeah.
So send us an email. Don't put it in the chat.
If you, don't put your address in the chat. If you want a prize tonight that requires us to send you a physical object, we need your address. If you've already ordered something from Tune Supply, we have it in the database. If not, please send it to us via the email. Oh, I was going to put the email in here. I wonder if it will take an email. Let's see. I think that worked. Tunes@tune.supply is the email address. Okay. Great. Earlier, Lynn Goldfarb asked if the store was still open, and I was actually going to mention the store. It is open, although the only things that you can buy in the Tune Supply store right now are the remaining stock of physical items like the sweatshirts and the t-shirts and stickers and all that sort of stuff. And we're very happy to sell you any of those items. My mom will pack them up for you from Fairbanks, Alaska, and send them to you.
Merchandise manager.
Yes, merchandise manager. And we are running low on the sweatshirts, especially. And somebody asked if we'd refill them. I was thinking we might do one refill for winter of the sweatshirts. If we do that, I will send an email to the mailing list, of course, and let you know. Or if you want a certain color or size, let us know. The thing about the sweatshirts is they're quite expensive for us to buy because they're so soft and high quality, and so it's hard to keep everything in stock. So if you want a specific color or size, just write to me and I'll put it in the order, and then we'll be sure that you get what you want. The other things like the performances and all the rest of the Toasty is going to get in trouble. He's trying to enter the virtual pub. If the camera falls down, it's Toasty's fault. Disaster averted. Okay, we don't have those products up right now because they require a lot of work on Chris and my part to make the whole thing happen. So right now they're not up. We may put them up again at some point. And again, if we do that, I will send an email. But right now you can buy all the physical stuff that you want from the store. Last thing before we play our last set is we were featured on a podcast, and I some of you probably know about this because I sent an email, but I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Sometimes when you do media stuff, you're like, it's going to be good, or maybe they'll misquote me or whatever. Anyways, it turned out so cool, and it was a podcast about Tune Supply, and some of you out there were actually interviewed for it. If you have 20 minutes. It's really cool, I have to say. I'm just going to throw the link into the chat. It's free and on all the streaming stuff, iTunes and all that. There you go. I just thought it was, I don't know.
I think it turned
out
great.
kind of like a good way to kind of cinch up the first iteration, the first chapter of Tune Supply. And of course, everything we have done is due to the community. So once again,
and the podcast is actually called The Art of Community, right?
The Heart of Community. Right. The Heart of Community. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so let's play some tunes. What do we pick? Oh yeah, we're gonna play The Broken Pledge, which is in D minor, and then The Wedding Reel in D major, and then Father Kelly's to end off, because we have to play Father Kelly's at every Mario's session.
It's in the regulations.
Yes. Hold on, my microphone is stuck on the Ouija board, so just give me a second. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, we're all good. So join in from home there. I think we'll just play these twice because it's almost 10 p.m. here and our neighbors might be angry. So 2 times each, and we'll go a little up speed here. All right. Oh, I thought my shoulder rest was falling off, but it was my ice cubes were interfering with my violin playing. Hold on. All right, here we go. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. did not go as planned, but it worked out.
It worked. Right. Everything worked.
So
got a bonus tune.
You got a bonus tune for viewers from the future. What happened there was Broken Pledge. Then I accidentally went into Silver Spire, not Spear, probably because I was channeling the four people on one piano moment from Texas last week. That's the tune we played. And then we did Father Kelly's, and then we ended with the wedding reel right at the end there. So, you fixed it in real time. Wow, amazing. Okay. Laura asked what the real definitions of the words were, so I'm just going to say that real quick. We forgot. Because it just doesn't matter. By the time all the definitions are in.
The joke definitions are better than the real ones, usually.
Okay, panshite is, it's actually from the Scots dialect.
Okay.
And it means a state of panic, confusion, or uproar. I was thinking it was just like pan meaning everything and shite meaning shit, like everything has gone to shit. That's why I picked it, actually, because it appealed to me for that reason. Okay, and then scurryfunge is to hastily tidy a house.
Oh.
Which we kind of had to do the session, and we're going to have to do after we put the session away. So there you go.
The session was away in the closet, but now it's back out.
We had the virtual session set up in this corner of our house for, I don't know, it felt like years, but it was probably, I don't know, months and months and months. When we put it away, we felt like, oh my gosh, we have the house back.
Yep.
It's a lot of equipment. Actually, we did a little talk on Toon Supply at O'Flaherty last week, and we showed some pictures of the behind the scenes, like with all the stuff that we have to set up. It's a lot of stuff. Anyways, thanks for joining us. This went super long, 2 hours, but I guess it's okay because we haven't seen you in a long time. Make sure to stay updated on the mailing list, Facebook, Instagram, all of the interwebs.
All of it.
Our email address is tunes@tune.supply. Again, if you want a prize and you didn't tell us in the chat, please tell us what you want and your address. Yeah.
What else? Like and subscribe. I know that sounds dumb. I hate saying that.
Like and subscribe, because Chris said. Oh, contributions. That is not dumb. The money from the contribution box tonight will, of course, go to our many, many artists. Oh, do you want to do the thank yous? Can you remember them all?
I don't think I can, actually. Let's see. Well, Nuala and Cathal, thank you guys. And Finn Magill and Alex, great to see you. And let's see, we had Eimear, and we had Bhean Úd Thíos, and we had Simone and Alex and Jack and Robert.
You got it. That's it.
That was it, right?
That was very impressive. Great. I had the list here just in case.
Thank you.
And yeah, so I hope to see some of you at Fiddle Hell this weekend. If you're coming to New York, Mario's is back.
Thursday nights, 8 o'clock.
Matt Mancuso is this week. Yes. And then actually on the 18th of November, we have a kind of like a big session. It's Marilla Murray from Church Ladies Manus McGuire, and I will be team leading the session. If you want to be updated on the in-person session, Mimi, our resident poet, runs the mailing list for that, and I can get you on that list if you would like to be. Just send me a message, and I'll make that happen. I feel like there's one other thing.
We're remiss because we haven't given Nancy Kaiser a big thank you for being the reason this is all happening. So
yes, of course.
Thank you to Nancy and the Riley School of Irish Music in Cincinnati.
Yes.
If you were late joining, you may have missed the announcement that this is all a co-production with the Riley School, and we helped to do their 25th anniversary concert a few weeks ago, and this is part of the festivities.
Yes, and this wouldn't have happened without them, because as it turned out, we did not go back to a regular session schedule, and we're not going to at the moment. So without them, we wouldn't be here, and we're very appreciative. And Chris said earlier, actually, if you missed the first 30 seconds of the session, go back and watch it.
Oh yeah, because I made a
beautiful
video. I made an intro video.
Beautiful thing.
So if you came in late, you should go back and watch the first minute.
Yeah.
If you want.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't read all the comments, but I'll do it afterwards.
We'll get to them.
The last thing I was going to say: if you come to New York again and want to come see the show, come from away, or any other Broadway show, it's super helpful to that industry, which is struggling and will be for a while. So we would love to see you at the stage door if you do that. Just let us know.
Prize winners, send us an email so we can send you your prize.
Also, we have so many. I just want to stay here and chat with everybody for the whole night. Okay, we'll do it again soon. We will do another one. Kurt Mooncow actually said to me in Texas, maybe you guys should do like a quarterly sessions And I think that's a good idea. It gives enough time.
It's manageable.
And then we have a big reunion and a big session. So we will let you know. So great to be with you all. Please stay safe out there. There's still a little COVID in the world. So stay safe, and we hope to see you back here or in the real world soon.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.